Hello, guys. Welcome to Monitoring and Evaluation Made Simple. I'm your host, Coach Alexander. Today, we're going to be looking at the difference between an M&D framework and M&D plan. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to this channel because on a regular basis, I post updates in relation to monitoring and evaluation. I just wanted to let you know that I've been in this field for a long time, 10 years, okay? So you're in safe hands. But there's also the 6 months coaching program, which was launched in January 12th, 2021, the 6 months one. Some of you have been coming asking if they can be enrolled after this date. It's totally okay, except that we have to put you on a separate group and we need to find and squeeze time for you. So I hope you understand. For those who've enrolled late, we are still keeping you safe, okay? There are these two ebooks. Please download them. They're totally free. Just choose the link in the description and you get full access to them. And there's this course, how to set up a monitoring and evaluation system step by step, okay? Please enroll in this course. It's one of my best courses that I've done. Okay, so as usual, this video is long, but there are some timestamps. You can navigate through this video so that you can get the maximum benefit from this video. Okay, so what is an M&D framework? We've talked about this, but I won't even go into detail. There are so many videos that talk about this in the channel that I have. So just to say it in a nutshell, it is what you see here. This is actually the matrix, but I've seen documents that portray an M&D framework with so much volumes of pages. They go into so much detail, but it's really what you see in this image. You've got the indicators, the definition, baseline, target, data source, frequency, responsible person, and the reporting. Then you've got the goals. So if you form a matrix like this, then you've really hit the head with the nail. Okay, this is what the framework is all about. So there's one framework I did in one of the videos. I've populated it. Check out my videos. This is how it looks. So now the plan, guys, and I think this is where the confusion is, the difference between the M&D plan and framework. So you have to really understand it clearly in this video, because sometimes there's that confusion. Even with the M&D system, there is a bit of some confusion of what the M&D system is, what the framework is, what the plan is. So by definition, think of the M&E plan as just a plan. Okay, when you do planning at a personal level, let's say you want to achieve some certain goals in life. Let's say you want to get your bachelor's degree or you want to get your master's degree. You plan, you sit down and you ask yourself, how are you going to achieve that goal? So you're going to write down the activities, and then you're also going to say, okay, for me to do these activities, I need to do to to I actually need this amount of time, I need this amount of money. Okay, and perhaps you also need some support from different individuals. Okay, so it's the same thing with a monitoring and evaluation plan. Okay, some people have actually asked me, and this is an observation I've also seen myself, some of these M&D plans don't even have a budget. I have to tell you this, that by definition, when you're talking of planning, you need to have budgets. You need to show what resources are actually going to be pumped in. Now, this is where this is just coming from me. I don't know what other people feel, but I mean, we're all entitled to our own line of thought. The reason why sometimes monitoring and evaluation is not really taken seriously, it's because we don't really want to attach the resource aspect to it. And then when it comes to requesting for an M&D training, you find that management have cold feet. Okay, or you might even say, no, I think we need to do certain activities in order to strengthen the M&D system. Because you don't have a budget, where's the commitment? Who will buy into your idea? So you have to really detail how exactly M&D will be carried out. So now the M&D plan has this structure, okay? It's a document which should be well structured, okay? So I've detailed how the structure should look like. You've got the cover page, you've got the acronyms, table of contents, introduction, objectives, the log frame. It's good to have one, but you can also do away with it if you don't want it. List down the indicators. I think this is more important than anything else. Because monitoring and evaluation, guys, think about it. It's really about answering the questions why, how, whom, when. And really, it starts with knowing what you're going to be answering in the first place. So you have to actually list the indicators and clearly define what they are. You have the M&D framework. So I'm sure you can see where the M&D framework actually fits in. It is part of the plan. Okay, because by nature, you look at the framework, it's actually a planning mechanism. So that's why it's part of the plan. Okay. So now, what are the differences? The first thing you need to understand is that the framework is actually a subset of the plan. Okay, and then the whole plan itself is actually a subset of the system. Because when we talk of a system, it is the whole thing, it's everything, guys. Everything that has to be addressed in the M&D system. Okay, everything is there. So now, another thing is the structure. You've seen that when you look at the monitoring and evaluation framework, it's telling you, I like to think of it, I understand it better in terms of a matrix, but it's really telling you those key things which were mentioned in that matrix. But the plan goes further, all right? It gives you the strategies. It also gives you the resources that you need to achieve the M&E goals. We try to look at this as in a holistic way. Then the purpose, if you look at the plan and the M&D framework, they do share the same purpose. But in terms of the strategies, I feel that the plan goes into much more detail on the strategies. I've seen frameworks that also are detailed. There was one document I was looking at, a certain M&D framework on the internet. It was a project to do with fish farming, I think. Quite a lengthy framework indeed. But I don't think I saw any numbers in terms of the budgets. And this is something we tend to want to run away from. So, guys, I hope you understand. If there are any questions, contributions, contradictions, I'm so happy to receive them through my email. I really thank you for the full support. I get a lot of emails every day from people from different countries around the world, and it's very encouraging. And I'm sorry if I cannot attend to each of your queries, but believe you me, what you're doing is much appreciated. So until we meet again, I've been your host, Coach Alexander, and see you on the other side. Bye.